Burnout. It's a term we hear a lot often on the internet, but I don't think it's been broken down in necessarily the way that I personally view burnout. I personally view it as essentially going too fast, too hard without slowing down to catch your breath. You see, in the last couple of weeks, I took up running, and it's been an interesting sort of way to get my body into shape and to actually physically move around and not be sedentary when I'm not at work. And I ran into an interesting problem as I was running around my neighborhood is towards the end of my runs, I would feel my arms going a little bit numb, and I couldn't figure out, okay, what the hell is going on here? Do I have some sort of cardiovascular problem that's maybe fucking me up? I did a little research, and one of the things I found out was, hey, possibly you're going too fast and you haven't built up this stamina for your body yet. So essentially there was a strong possibility that I was pushing my body too hard since I had only recently started running. So I slowed it down, and what I found was that this was the correct assumption, that my physical body literally just did not have the stamina yet. And one of the things I found as after I slowed things down, I was able to run much farther than I did before. My ability to manage my breathing and my stamina improved at a much better pace than me pushing myself to the absolute limit. This revelation has completely changed the way I think about a lot of things, most chiefly how I'm going about creating YouTube content and YouTube videos. Over the last 2 months, I've been making an effort to post very frequently, or at least more frequently than I've done in the fucking past, right? Doing a more weekly schedule, and I've been able to get out a lot of things. But one of the things I've noticed is that more frequency does not necessarily equal better content. It doesn't necessarily equal better audience engagement. It doesn't necessarily equal more views. That's just the hard fact of what I've had to swallow, especially in the last 3 weeks, with some of my videos very much underperforming compared to what I expected out of them. In fact, looking at it actually made me extremely depressed, but with some thought and some time to just ruminate on the situation, I found that I was essentially missing certain key details. I was not thinking about the full picture of certain things or approaching things from an extremely reckless standpoint, because I had to get videos out extremely quickly. That doesn't leave room to think about, hey, what does my audience actually want to watch? Hey, what is actually something that has a general interest on the platform right now? Hey, how are my thumbnails and titles? All these things came second to just making the video. And ultimately, when I put in all that effort and push the video out the door, it doesn't perform because all of the things that you would need to create an actual good video and a good product and a good package are overlooked in the effort to just create more. It got me thinking about perhaps one of the most overused phrases I've heard along as far as just advice for just getting anything done and chiefly enough success on YouTube, and that is, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I feel like this is so fucking misinterpreted as far as what this phrase is supposed to mean. What I initially took it as is just keep trying, just keep putting in effort constantly, consistently over a long period of time without any thought. The part that I seem to magically forget about is the part about not sprinting. And it's extremely hard to gauge just how fast is too fast for a particular person. And I think the marathon aspect of this saying sort of tricks people into believing that they have to just keep going without stopping and actually reevaluating, are they doing things right? Are they actually approaching things correctly? A marathon implies constant motion, but I would honestly compare it better, or the journey of actually exploring and becoming better at something and actually putting an effort into something as more like a hike. There's a lot of bumps, curbs, and physical effort in going up a mountain and hiking up, but you take breaks, you stop, you You set up camp, you chill for a second to regain your strength and reevaluate just where you are. You don't keep running out up in the fucking mountains because you just might be fucking lost. Burnout to me is the epitome of this. It's being lost and continually pushing yourself past the point of no return, not listening to your body, not stopping to take a rest, and allowing yourself to physically and or mentally fall apart at the seams. Your arms are fucking numb and your chest is on fire, but you refuse to fucking stop. And what's gonna happen is you're going to fucking collapse, and you're gonna feel way worse than if you had just stopped and took a breather. But yeah, I hope any of this made sense. Bottom of the line is I'm applying this thought to my own channel. I'm going to slow down production of videos to a bi-weekly format. This way I can make better videos and actually reassess and recalibrate where I'm going and actually be conscious of what I'm doing without feeling the stress to keep up, so to speak. It'll also give me the chance to actually fucking play games for once. You know, the thing that my channel has pivoted towards, the thing that I'm supposed to be making videos about. It's hard to make analysis content on freaking video games when you're not playing video games because you're too busy making videos about video games. But yeah, if you found any of this helpful, my name is Jade, as in Jade the Scribe, the channel that you're on right now. I'm currently making videos analyzing JRPGs or Japanese role-playing games. And if you're interested in that, I would greatly appreciate you liking the video, subscribing, and looking forward to what crazy shit I have coming down the line, because I plan to blow out of the water whatever the fuck I've been making up to this point. So yeah, thanks for listening to this ramble. Appreciate you, and goodbye.